Welcome guys to your first introduction lesson to Inventor, and today we're going to be taking you through problem sheet number 1, task number 1, Rabbeted Bock. I'm going to show you firstly in this first video how to get into Inventor, how to set up a folder in Inventor, and how to get ready to do your first drawing, and then we're going to do our first drawing. So first you need to go over and find it, Autodesk Inventor. Click on it, double click on it, let it open. So while it's opening, Inventor is a very powerful program, and in these first 3 activities we're going to use the process of sculpturing. So we're in Inventor here, and you can see I've got a whole heap of old drawings set up. I'm just going to delete those to clean up my desktop so it's not distracting to you guys. There we go. So first things first, before we start, we actually need to create a folder where we're going to save it. So work out where you're going to save it, and in my case I'm using Windows 10, and I'm going to go into my File Explorer, into my D drive, into my files, into my programs, into Inventor Drawings, and I've set up a folder called Problem Sheet number 1. So that's where I'm going to save all my drawings for all my images in there. So I've got that set up. I'll minimize that, go back to my Autodesk Inventor. We're going to go with starting a new part. So go up to the top left hand corner to where it says new, click on it once. This is the important stuff, and you're going to see me repeat this over and over again because it's really important. We want to start with metric. We want a standard part IPT. So standard IPT means part, standard means millimeters, and that's what we work in. And once we've got a standard millimeter part, then we go create. As I said, first task we're going to do while it's loading is going to be part number 1, which is a Rabbeted Bock. I'm going to do that by creating a block and then carving out the bits we need to hollow out. First up, we need to create a 2D sketch of what the base looks like. So I'm going to go up to 2D sketch, top left hand corner, click on it. You can select any plane. I just like the bottom plane. The XZ plane is fine. You'll notice we've got a middle dot point hit on our crosshairs. I'm going to grab a rectangle because if you look at a drawing, it's basically a rectangle with another rectangle cut out. So I'm going to grab the rectangle tool, scroll over the middle dot. You'll notice it goes green when I hit the middle dot. Click, drag out. Now at this point, I'm just going to add in my sizes I want. So you notice that on the left hand side, as I go up and down, my sizes change. I want my height, or my width in this case, to be 30. So 30 wide, tab, and length is going to be 50. Enter. Now in the top right hand corner we've got a house and a box. If I click the middle of that box, it'll be sent on my drawing for me. So you can see we've got 30 high this way, 50 wide that way, and that's what we wanted. So we're going to just go finish our sketch now. We're going to actually treat it like a block of clay. I'm going to make it into a block of clay. So I'm going to go up to extrude. That's up in the top left hand corner, extrude. You'll also notice as you roll over things, a whole heap of definitions will come up, and normally the extrude button will look something like this. The curtain will be fully up, and over here you'll have a height it's going to extrude at. It wants to extrude at 10 millimeters, but the height of our object is 20, so type in 20 mils. So just typing in 20 millimeters, go up. We can go back to our top corner, hit it again, and there's our block. Now there's a whole range of different ways we can do this, but looking at our drawing, we know that we've got to take a 10 by 10 square out of this corner here. So I could either do the rectangle and go down, or I can do the square corner and go along. In my case, we're going to choose the end plate. So as I scroll over it, you'll notice it goes white. I'm going to left click, new sketch, and then I want to take a rectangle out of it. So rectangle, I want to scroll over that top edge, see how it goes green when it picks up that corner. And because our block is 20 millimeters high, we're going to come down 10 and in 10. So again, I'm going to type in 10, tab 10, enter. So that's the bit we're going to cut out. I'm going to finish the sketch. Now I'm going to go back to extrude again. That's up in the top left hand corner. Click on extrude, and you'll see how it wants to put it coming out. We don't want that. We actually want to go to this curtain here, click down, because the first option is join. Our second option is cut, and we actually want to cut the profile away. It's giving us a preset distance of 20, but we don't want to do that. We want to go all the way across the next side, and you'll see the image change as we go. If that looks like what we want, and it does in this case, we go OK. So there's our first drawing made. It doesn't quite look the same as on our other drawing, but if I rotate by tapping another corner on that square block, you can see it now visually looks the same as what we had. Alright, so that's our first drawing. Now we're going to save it. So we're going to go up to the I button right at the top here, top left I button where it says iPro. Left click on it, come down to save as, find your folders. So in this case it was in Rec Programs, Inventor Drawings, Problem Sheet, and it's called Part 1, and I'm going to call it Part 1 Rabbeted Bock. Okay, so that's it, and go save. And you can flick the image around, view it in different ways, view it from the front, rotate it all up in that top right hand corner, and by playing with it you'll get to see how you can maneuver to see your image. Alright guys, thank you very much. That brings us into our first part, and I'm going to move on to part 2 in the next video, and I hope you join me then. Thanks for watching. Bye.